And now we are going to make a contact with our special envoy, Brian Mier, who is here in Caracas to bring us all the latest updates on the upcoming elections in Venezuela next July the 28th. Hi, Brian. What are the latest highlights from the country?
Good evening. Well, already over 600 international election observers have confirmed that they're going to be in Venezuela on July 28th, 5 days from now, to monitor the presidential elections. These names include people from the United Nations, who sent 4 observers here, and also non-governmental organizations, including some very respected ones like the Carter Center, which is generally considered one of the best election monitoring organizations in the world since the 1980s. But today, Brazil's President Lula announced that he's going to send his special advisor on foreign relations, Celso Amorim, one of the most powerful men or people in Brazilian politics. Amorim has been a member of every presidential government in high-level positions since the 1970s, except for the Jair Bolsonaro administration. He's generally viewed as the third most powerful figure in the Brazilian government, in the executive branch of the government. And his coming here is a sign that Brazil is really paying attention to these elections. In May, after the Maduro administration invited Brazil's Superior Election Court to send observers, it initially declined. But then in early June, the presidency of the Electoral Court changed hands, and last week they also announced that they're sending 2 observers here to monitor the elections on the 28th. So what does this all mean? Brazil has been trying to project itself as a major player in international geopolitics after 4 years of isolation during which Brazil almost became a pariah state under former President far-right Jair Bolsonaro, who happens to be an ally of Maria Corina Machado and the far-right opposition group that's trying to take power here. It's hard to predict how Brazil's really going to act. They've been sending out a lot of mixed messages over the last few months about the Venezuelan elections. But my take on this is that after the results come in, Celso Amorim is going to push for respecting the results independently of which candidate wins. That would be in the style of his long tradition of diplomacy. And in that case, he would be a welcome addition to the international monitoring group of people who are coming here to monitor the elections this Sunday.
Well, thank you very much, Brian, for your remarks in the context of these key days ahead of the presidential elections.